we're talking about Love on the Spectrum. This show's really cute. It's like I said before, it's a dating show focusing on autistic people. Cause this show sort of explores it a lot, and it explains that, you know, the autistic people are just like anybody else. We're all different. They just have a harder time in social situations. That's all it really comes down to. Recognizing social norms. That's really the main thing that it comes down to. And it's different. Everybody's different. And you know, it's pretty cute. He was gonna say it sucks ass, cause I don't know. This isn't really his kind of thing, dating shows. But as far as this kind of content goes, I think this is like relatively high tier for reality shows. It's not like, I'm sure it's a little bit scripted, and like any reality show, they're gonna probably ask people to do something again. But it does seem a little more natural, a little more real than a lot of them. So I gotta give a credit to that. Twitch sucks ass. Oh no, you were saying Twitch sucks. You weren't talking about the show. But you haven't seen the show. But I know this isn't really your thing, though. I don't think you would correct me with saying that. Brenda liked the show, so I know I wouldn't. There you go. But yeah, I'm gonna look up this show on Netflix. I mean, on Wikipedia. It is on Netflix, though. If you want to watch it, it's a Netflix original. So season 2 is out now. I imagine they're gonna keep doing this. But yeah, the way the show works is they just sort of focus on one person for a little while. Usually, sometimes they cut back. And I don't mind that. It's handled relatively well. But when the format is typically, and it's been a while since I've seen the first season, but the second season I'll talk mainly about. They'll start with someone. I mean, if you've seen them before, then you recognize, like Michael is on the first season and also the second season, and he's interesting, and it just shows how everybody on the spectrum is so different, and you have different tastes, and there's similarities about people on the spectrum, but you know, just like anybody, we're all different, right? Love on the Spectrum. I just typed in the word spectrum. Love on the Spectrum. Look up the Wikipedia. But yeah, no, this show's cute. It actually made me cry. Happy tears at the end. It actually made me cry. And like, harder than some stuff. I'm an easy crier. I've said it before, and it's the truth. I cry easily at TV and movies and that kind of thing. And yeah, it was sweet at the end, because like, you know, oh, there's someone for everyone. You know, you see these connections happening with. And at the beginning of the show, a lot of these people think, you know, I don't know if I'll ever find love. I don't know, like, because they're just starting to date now, and you know, that's the way a lot of it seems a lot of people with autism. That's how it goes, because, you know, that's maybe wasn't their focus for so long. They're more worried about other things, and then they've come to be 25 or whatever and think, you know, maybe I would like to find love, and of course that's okay, and everyone's different. But no, it was just interesting, and the way they interact with each other and their families and stuff is interesting. Like Michael, his character is he's very proper, and he likes to wear like formal attire. But yeah, like I said, has trouble with social situations, like people on the autism spectrum do. But it's funny to watch the relationship with him and his mom, because his mom's sort of just laughing at him, but in a sort of loving and friendly way. It doesn't seem hurtful or anything, because it is funny, a lot of the stuff he's saying, and it makes it seem like, because this show is really funny too. It's undeniably quite hilarious, but it's also really endearing and awesome and cute. And I think this show's pretty good for this kind of stuff. I quite enjoy it. Wikipedia. Let's look it up here. Yeah, here it is. Love on the Spectrum is an Australian, it's Australian, that's right, reality television show produced by Northern Pictures for ABC and currently available to stream on ABC and Netflix. ABC iView, I don't even know what that is, but that's a thing. Maybe it's a video on demand and catch up TV service run by the Australian Broadcast Corporation. Thank you, Wikipedia, yet again. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, we're still going. That's good. Okay, yeah, no, this show's good. You know, you see people. It's good because it's very real. It seems very real anyway. Like the things that happen, it's not really that much different than any other relationship. The fact that they have autism is just sort of character differences. That's all it is, and it's interesting. But the relationships and the interactions are quite similar. And some of them are some of it is different, but you know what I mean. It's we're all people, and it's all relatable. This is extremely relatable, I think, for anyone out there looking for love or what have you. I think it's quite relatable. And like I said before, this show is really cute. It's so cute. I'll talk about it. One guy in particular, Ronan. He is awesome, but you know some of there are sad parts of this because you know they're talking to these people and they do feel parts of their life they feel sort of outcast, but they a lot of the time, and hopefully they can learn to accept themselves and accept it like Ronan did. And he was talking about how sort of he feels left out, how he sees his brother with a girlfriend and he feels sad. He's like, I'm a good guy, you know, why don't I have a girlfriend? You know, in a sort of like polite incel way, if that makes sense. But then of course he goes on a date and he, not to sort of spoil anything, but he hits it off really well with his date, and it's so cute and it's so nice. But you know, I would recommend this as far as this type of show goes. You know, it's not perfect. Some of like the structure, the editing is maybe like whatever, and it's kind of like some of the parts you're like, okay, I don't know if I needed to hear that bit, but a lot of it is most of it's quite good, and it's better than like 90% of this genre of reality TV, I would say. 'Cause yeah, it's something a little different, and there's heart to it. You know, it's a little more interesting because it's this difference with focusing on people on the spectrum. And yeah, no, it's good. I liked this show. Talk about other oh, and yeah, Ronan is really good at piano. That's another thing is interesting, because a lot of time people who are autistic, I don't think so much anymore, but I feel like at one point people did have the misconception that people with autism were maybe not so bright or something, but that's really not the case. It's really just a social thing. They have a different time dealing with social situations. That's what it comes down to. But no, they show how like brilliant he is at piano and stuff. So, you know, you can't really say he's dumb, I would say, or anybody on autism. I just know I remember, and again, not so much today, but at one point you would hear a lot of stuff like that, and I just want to try to kill the stigma if it still exists. Anyway, this is a good show, and it was a lot of fun, and there's not that many episodes, so it's easy to sort of crank out, for lack of a better term, to watch. I think 6 episodes per season. There's 6 episodes in this season. I'm not 100% on the amount in the other one. It says 9 total, so there might have only been 5 episodes, or only 5 episodes and one, and then 4 in the other, or something like that. That might have been it. Season 1. Okay, yeah, and Mark. Let's talk about Mark. He's another one who's in both seasons. He loves dinosaurs. That's his thing. And I remember from the first season, he'll just, for on one of his dates, he was just talking about dinosaurs, and it sort of didn't click. But then they show him on another date in this season, and it clicked. Actually, he went on 2 different dates, and I sort of thought they both clicked on both of them. The first one was with someone called Sienna, and I was like, oh, they seem good together, but he wasn't feeling it, I guess. But then he went on another date with Chloe, who is someone who is in the other series as well, the other season. And she's talking to him like, "Oh, we watching the show, and we love you on the show." So it's kind of interesting that they watched the show themselves, and they were like, because they weren't paired up, but they were on the same season, or at least I don't think they were paired up. Anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe I am wrong, but that's how I'm remembering it. Because again, I didn't watch the first season recently. Watched it when it came out about a year ago or whatever. But yeah, no, he loves dinosaurs. Like, he's obsessed with them. And you know, that's cool. But yeah, Chloe, they hit it off. I don't want to ruin anything because I don't know. There's sort of like a sum up at the end, like this happened with this person and this person and this person got together or whatever. But I don't want to ruin any of that, you know, because I do recommend the show. I liked it. I might even rate it soon. I don't know if Stevie's here or anybody's here yet. I'll look in the movie, if anyone's ready in the movie chat. Not yet. In the Discord, you know, let's just take a quick moment to do that. Check it out. If you want to join the Discord, please do. There's lots of stuff. You can post memes. Your dad's a slut. That proves Stevie's here. There's the Discord. Dad, you're here. Are you a slut? Defend yourself. Or don't. You know, if you agree, maybe just leave it. Anyway, yeah, there's the Discord. Come join. I did a new TikTok today. Check out the talk. Is that what the kids are calling it? The talk? The TikTok? Your dad used to be a stripper. That's right. Fuck it. I know what you're saying, but I forget what it's called. Photo stripping? Is that? Hugh, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Whoa, that's a lot of bananas. It's 7. It is a lot. I didn't want to run out. And they're like not ripe yet. I had an unripe banana yesterday. It wasn't great. So I'm going to leave them for... They'll probably be okay tomorrow. I might try one tomorrow. Because they're still yellow, but they're like green at the top. You know that thing. Negative stripper. Yeah, is that what it is? I don't know the science of that. Love on the Spectrum, though. Yeah, it's a cute show about people with autism finding love. There's not much else to say about that. And I talked about some of the characters. I'll talk about one of the funny stories that at one point Michael has a date come over to his house to meet his mom, and his mom is so funny. Like I said, she's sort of playfully, but very much in a loving way, is sort of laughing and making fun of Michael a lot. But you know, that's just sort of a motherly thing to do in general. And she talks about this story and about when Michael's a little kid and there was a blind man with a walking stick. And you know, Michael didn't really think anything of it. But he was intrigued. He was like, "What's this stick?" So he grabbed the stick, and he started like waving it around or something. And then his mom's like, "No, you can't. You gotta give that back to him." But she's just laughing, while she's telling this story to this girl that he's brought over to the house. So I don't know. That seems kind of funny. There's lots of good moments. Ronan, he keeps saying everything is romantic. Oh, isn't that romantic? Isn't this romantic? And it's fun. It's just kind of fun. It's sort of almost like his catchphrase in the show. But no, like I said, I liked this quite a bit actually. And yeah, very few negative things to say about it. Like some of the format, the way they lay it out sometimes, like when they put somebody, you're like, okay, I'm getting used to this, and then they cut it sort of quick, or they don't cut it quick enough. There's a little bit of that, but that's sort of nitpicky. And yeah, just the editing in general is a little very derivative of other shows like this, but again, very nitpick. Good show though overall. For this genre of stuff, like dating reality, relatively high-ish tier, I would say. Good stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're good. It keeps dying and coming back, but at least it's coming back. Give me some of that hooch, mama. I prefer to be considered a harlot or a hoochie mama. Okay, harlot. I see. Okay, let's keep it on. Moving on. Thanks for popping in, folks. Love on the Spectrum. I think we're gonna rate it a cute reality dating show about people on autism trying to find love. And it's pretty funny at parts, undeniably. But, you know, at no point did I feel like I was laughing at the autism. It was more just about the character. If you people are wondering, it was very cute. Yeah, I like this show. And like I said, I cried at the end of it, like happy tears, people getting together. It was so cute. Oh boy. Come on, don't crash again. Are we okay? Yeah, we're okay. Alright, let's rate this show. Love on the Spectrum. Here we go. Actually, let's put on like a fun beat for this. Here we go. This is from Turn Up Music SK. Oh, I'm getting dry erase marker on my fingies. 8.5 out of 10. If you can't hear, I'll say it again. 8.5 out of 10. That's right, respect, my friend. Alright. Isn't it romance?